for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll start public comment with comments on agenda items only and 5 minutes.
So reappointment to the Board of Adjustment.
My brother was getting on my sister about when we were gonna have Thanksgiving the other night, and I thought, what? He's like, it's only 2 weeks away, and it's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Commercials on TV I saw, I was watching this weekend, they're doing Wednesday sales now versus Black Friday sales.
I
Yeah,
tried to
we're-
go up there, there's only 4 of us. I have something, I see on the agenda you're going to reappoint somebody from the Board of Adjustment. You have another opening there. Is that ever gonna get filled? And I know you have a credible candidate that would probably be fantastic. Are you ever going to fill that?
I would think we better,
Yeah, we're gonna
Um,
eventually get it filled, yes.
I mean, I
This
think,
eventually has been going on
Yeah.
forever. Is
I think
there-
once we get this
Oh.
Kirk Kelly, he was
Yeah.
fine with getting reappointed. And I don't think there's anybody other than, I think Nancy.
I know Nancy has applied.
Yeah, probably should get that on the
She
agenda
is
and
so
get her.
precise
yeah.
in everything, she would be a wonderful candidate, but I just, it's like we don't have any candidates, well, we do have a candidate, so
Right.
I would really encourage you to
Yeah.
get that done.
Did you have Kurt put in an application? Because I know when Doug was reappointed, you had him put in an application. I didn't know if you had Kurt do the same thing. I don't think he even applied when he was appointed the first time, so I didn't know if he had an application on file.
I don't know.
They did.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
I was gone.
We appointed him just like we did before.
Yeah.
Same deal.
I'm sorry, so you didn't ask him to?
Reappointed
Okay.
Doug Ford.
Right, but you asked Doug to put in an application for his reappointment to show he was still interested. Did you ask Kurt to put in an application
We
as
asked
well?
if He was interested, he said yes.
But you didn't ask him for an application to show his interest.
Yes, we have to.
Okay, so we don't have his original application on file because,
I don't know if we do or not.
so we don't have any of his answers at all for what
I
the
don't-
application
I
questions
can't
were.
answer that.
Oh, thank you.
Is there zoning, is there another one on zoning we need to?
No, that's
Something.
No, it's.
What are you doing with this weed commissioner report from them? So that is something that gets done yearly, it just needs approved, and, since we have a new weed commissioner, he did a more complete one also. We went through some training and,
When did he come on and when did he go out and look for all this stuff?
I think he got part of this information from Dirk, the previous one, Dirk Henley.
Right.
Yep, and then, he finished it up, and I believe Dirk helped him. And then, I can't remember when Tavius was appointed, August?
I think so.
No, it was more like
No,
July.
no, it was in
July.
Yeah, July.
Yeah.
He's been here since July. And I think he might be coming today, is my question.
He was in.
He was in already.
Oh, he was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, he didn't say anything about coming back.
okay, that's fine, I knew he was coming sometime.
Yeah.
Well,
So that, the weed commissioner is part of his new job that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he does that in Marshall County also. We share him.
I know Tavius was talking about the Amish burial site. Could you fill us in what he
They're,
said?
they're not gonna do that right now.
They decided to put it on hold, I guess, is what he was saying, yeah.
That may, well, somebody told me, thought it was more of a backup plan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because their
thought-
original plan, I guess, is to, within 3 years, have another, site with another group of Amish people.
okay.
So this was just kind of an emergency thing, but they've decided to
Mhm.
put it on hold.
There's certain things you can't put on hold.
Exactly.
Bill.
None of us know, do we?
Put on hold, put on ice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
They must transport those bodies out of county then, for right now, huh?
I don't know.
They're-
No idea how they do it.
Interesting.
Tavius was talking about a meet and greet with the zoning commission. Would that just be like a one-on-one thing, all separate, or would they all be meeting together? I know he said no
Together.
business would be discussed.
They're gonna be together.
Yeah, they'll all be together.
He said they're not gonna do any business.
Will that still be posted as a meeting though?
I don't know if they'll post it or not. They're not gonna do any business, I wouldn't think they'd have to. Would they have to do that, Mark?
I don't think so. I think it's just to meet each
Yeah, it's
other and
just-
get to know each other and they're
Yeah,
gonna make any
that's all it's
decisions, but I don't think so. I mean, they did talk about, it was mentioned that they wanted, they could appoint a chairman, so if they do that, that's what his intention is. I would think you would need to post that.
Yeah, because that would be an official.
I think first it's just to kind of meet each other, and then if
Mhm.
something comes up, then they would appoint a chairman. But
Yeah.
I can't speak for him.
Would you guys consider recommending the adjustment board members and zoning board members take any training courses that the ISU Extension Office offers for the zoning and adjustment boards?
No, that's something to think about.
I don't know, I don't think they have before, have they?
That's a-
Well, just because they haven't before, I mean, it'd be a good thing to have, you've got 2 new members on the zoning board, and you'll have 1 new member at least on adjustment. Kurt's pretty new, he was only appointed last year. I mean, it'd be good to have them have what training is available.
We give them an option if they wanted to take it or not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would that be an online?
I'm not sure.
I know it's easier to take an online course,
Mhm.
class.
I didn't research that far into it,
Okay.
just know they're available.
When I'm looking at this, brush control included in your weed commissioner duties, it says no here, but that's not true, because several of these, are brush, are a brush weed. Multiflora rose would be the top #1, considered a brush or a bush. So I'm not sure that this is very accurate. Also, do your duties include roadside spraying, and it says no. The answer is no, and yet 21.8 was spent on herbicides, so how does that,
That's Tavius. Tavius does not do any.
They
as
just-
weed
no.
commissioner, his duties, no, his duties wouldn't be,
Road,
but wouldn't
That's
he,
what it asks, I think.
if he himself
Right.
is doing it?
Yep. I
But it
think
is
that-
part of the county,
Yeah.
but not part of his personal everyday job.
Right.
No, that's
Yep.
county job.
Yeah,
Road department.
yeah, well, and I knew that, I'm just clarifying it for my own, trying to make the connection here from one question to the next question.
Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Morning. You wanna sit down?
I can stand.
Okay, okay. Oh, well, do you wanna meet Chris, or Curtis? You know,
Yes.
okay, yeah, so, come on in. This is Curtis Barons. So he is our new director for conservation.
Nice to meet you.
And today's his first day.
Oh, okay.
Kurt Hilmer, Bill Faircloth, Dan Anderson,
Hi,
who's our
nice to meet you.
Board of Supervisors,
Nice
so.
to meet you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so I'll be back in a second, I'm gonna run in, show him all the offices.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, that's Laura over there too, by the way. Hello.
Can't leave more.
She writes the checks, right? Kind of important person.
trying to keep us all out of jail. I just feel older every time I see new people come on.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 12.
Yeah. The engineer too.
Yeah, he
He looks young.
Yeah.
Well, deer hunt, Travis? Got one yet?
Have you shot at one yet?
No. What are you waiting for?
Well, there's a lot
Right
of them.
one.
There's a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
them around.
I bet I had yesterday 12 to 15 different bucks.
Really?
Just all different size, you know. They're the little ones,
Yeah.
still digging through. But I was ready to get on my tree stand about 20 after 5, which I only got 10 more minutes. It's pretty dark then. Here come the deer. They were just running them all around me. I'm like, didn't want to spook them getting out, but I'm like a half an hour walk back through the timber. I found my way.
There's a lot of them around.
Yeah.
It's,
The DNR is totally mismanaged that population, there is so many.
well, I smoked one with my truck last week, so.
Do you help?
That's
I've
what
got
I'm
some
saying.
payback.
We have a farm around us at 250 in his field. I mean, you know, then you talk about crop yields, you know, and bushel per acre, well, the deer ate probably 2 acres, and coons ate another acre, well, that puts your yields way down.
Well, they raised the bonus tags from 200 to 300, which still isn't.
That's in the
Yeah.
state though.
No, that's just for Tama County.
That's just
Because
in
out of
county.
state, people wanna come in, and there is so few tags for them. Look
Yeah.
at the economic benefit we could have if we had more tags.
Why they charge more for out of state?
Oh,
Yeah, but they'll pay.
Oh, yeah.
Out of staters pay,
Oh, yeah.
you know, but they don't.
Yeah, we do
give
pay.
them out.
Saw Dale Earnhardt Jr. at an establishment in Brandon, Iowa. He was up here,
Deer
deer hunting,
Yeah.
about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's some famous people, they got some shows, they got some property in Iowa because we do naturally have.
Yeah.
I like that he quoted on people.
I did see a really big one, he came about 70 yards from me.
You got, you,
You can't shoot a big one if you shoot a little one, so.
That's
Yeah.
right, that's right.
70 yards with a bow. Come on.
70 yards, you're just right.
I've seen things, people shooting 100 yards with their bows, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I
You're
don't
just
know.
right for 243.
Well, yeah, but then there are 200 yards out, you know.
Well, then, some people shoot them at 328 yards.
You shot one 328. What gun?
Some of them guns, you can,
243,
yeah, some of them,
yeah.
it was a small one though.
It was my last day and it was,
Looked big, didn't it?
I guess we're doing it.
It was big.
what kind of, was it?
Mule deer.
Mule deer, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just last Friday.
Well, they're absolutely thick out there by Montour.
They are.
Yeah, we got some.
It was very interesting, you know, nice sunset, deer running I mean, it made my day exciting, so.
Yeah.
And I left my wife alone all day, so.
Cause you're a patrolman though, if you're a farmer, it's not exciting.
No, you don't, yeah, I mean, it's.
you know,
I'm-
that's what I'm saying, it's nothing to do with,
Right.
we're totally mismanaged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just totally.
yeah.
and they could definitely issue some more tags.
Yeah.
And does that come to the DNR or does that come to the legislature?
You know, I don't know how, it's
I
like,
think
it's
the
based
DNR
on
That's
the
what I'm thinking,
harvest
it's the DNR.
Yeah.
populations.
So they do counts, don't they, in the summer?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know what our ratio for, in-state or resident and non-resident tags are. Colorado
Oh,
is,
it's little.
So
It's not very
non-residents go by, I think there's 7 zones, and
Yeah.
each zone
Okay.
covers so many, it's a draw.
yeah,
Yeah,
You may,
hardly any.
yeah,
you put in, and you may be in western Iowa.
yeah.
And then you gotta go find public or somebody that's
Yeah.
gonna let you.
Colorado, they're 80-20 supposedly. 20% of the tags will be issued to non-resident and 80 for residents.
Yeah. Well,
And they
anybody,
wanna cut that down to 10 and.
anybody in the state of Iowa can get per season a tag, you know, but
But that
county
county,
Out of
specific.
state is really bad.
yeah,
county
that non-resident
specific
tag brings a lot
is
of
the
money.
bonus, but those are usually gone by 8 AM on the day.
They are.
So, well, I've got 9:30, we'll start the regular meeting. not here today.
You on vacation this week?
No.
No, that was last
That was last
year.
week.
Back today, but I haven't seen him.
Okay, and Tammy is not back yet.
She was running another guy around, so.
Yeah, she's
She's
pretty
here.
So I guess we'll go to claims.
Okay,
I have a motion to approve claims.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second this.
Okay.
Wasn't too bad of a week.
This
No.
week's claims total $101,868.08.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Good boy. Yeah, for being that many pages, I was looking at this.
Thank you.
Man. I was
Thanks, Laura.
expecting
Yeah, thank you.
$300,000 a week. Okay, next on the agenda is set first and second tier election canvases.
Okay, I'll let Karen kind of explain that.
So since we are a county that has to share control with the school districts, we have to have the first tier canvas for our results that we send on to the second county for their second tier canvas. And we also share Gladbrook Rhinebeck School District with Grundy, Marshall, and Blackhawk, so we also have to get their results back to our second tier canvas. So I am recommending we set those canvas dates for the first tier for next Tuesday, the 14th at 8:30, is that what I have down?
Yep, I think.
At 8:30, that way it gives me time, if we have provisionals or anything, they still have until Monday at noon on the 13th to get up that information to us to get those ballots counted. So I recommend next Tuesday, the 14th at 8:30, and then the following Tuesday, the 21st at 8:30. Yeah.
First. At 8:30?
Yep, the 14th at 8:30 and the 21st at 8:30.
Good.
Okay,
I'll make that motion.
okay.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve Tuesday the 14th for the first tier at 8:30 and the second tier on the 21st at 8:30. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Or the engineer, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hey,
How you doing
just
today?
trying to get caught up with what's been going on, and
Okay.
How was vacation?
it was good.
Good,
It was
good.
Well, you know, the easiest way to get caught up, don't take vacation.
I know, it's true, it's true. I was thinking that when I was, had to, yeah, do a few things, so.
You know, you need the time away though.
Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, we've been working on, I guess, 250th Street, west of B Avenue. They're trying to remove a snow trap, over there. We hope to get rock on it this week. We've been, knock on wood, or whatever you wanna call it, but we've been having decent weather enough to be able to take care of stuff, still.
Don't jinx it now.
Yeah, I know, exactly, I know, I had to say that, but, for the Toledo Bridge, everything's good there except the guardrail. They need to put the guardrail up, so that's why we still have the road closed there. I know Shane was gonna get a hold of, PCI to see where they're at with that.
Okay.
And hopefully, I hope they get in here this week. Get that,
That'd be nice. Yes.
get it out, and then we can have it open, and everybody can
Yeah.
be happy, I guess. As much,
Are
as
they
much
still
as
on in their time frame for
days,
getting it done?
Yes.
Days,
Yeah.
work days? Okay,
yeah, so,
okay.
I mean, they,
So we don't have that, we can push them on.
no, but at the same time, I mean, they're pushing it more than I thought they would.
Yeah.
With,
Mm-hmm.
approaches and all that sort of stuff. And then on K Avenue, PCI had a lot of extra dirt, and they're wanting to kind of, I guess, charge us for that, so I thought we have our county crew's gonna move in there and get that dirt, and we're putting that on E64 on some curves and the Haven Blacktop. So, kinda using, kind of Christopher moved in. We'll be kind of in the process of moving things over. I'd have to kind of went with Pat a little bit this morning on where we're at with the shop. But I think we're pretty close to moving in. We're kind of in the process of moving in, and it's just the small little things that Garland has to kind of finish up, and we should be good to go there, and we'll deal with the different things that weren't in the contract or whatever, but kind of finish it out. So
So you don't think it's gonna be a problem getting everything done before?
no, I think we should be able to timetable. We should be able to get moved in before the S word hits, or
Yes, yes, don't say anything else.
yeah.
Nice you pointed it out last week.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah, so. There was some?
Oh, yeah, out west there was, Colorado.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I
Out
didn't.
there.
As long as it doesn't cross into Tame County, we don't care what's.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I was a little bit like, I didn't see.
They were talking about northern Iowa getting some, but I don't think they even got any.
Decorah had some, it
Did
was
they?
still on the ground a couple days later.
I think
Good place for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
when I was,
They need it.
coming back from Minneapolis, that's where we flew out of. And coming back and saw snow in the ditches on the west side, and we were like, is that what we think it is? You know, like, so.
It's not corn shucks.
No, so, but it's kinda.
Dorothy Bachman was on.
Yeah.
She said they're doing really a nice job, and
Okay.
they're getting along pretty good. They're gonna get all buttoned up before it's, frozen and.
That would be, I think, get this dirt kind of out of the way so they can get the piling in and get moving on that. That's,
They don't have a lot of time, do they?
no, they don't have a lot of time with winter and stuff, but I hope as we get this kind of dirt moving, we can get that process sped up, so.
Some of that dirt could be pushed out fields, couldn't it?
I guess if they were, I guess, wanting it,
I mean, it's just a thought.
I guess that.
Push it out in the field, somebody's field that wants it, then
Yeah,
hauling it all away.
that's true, yeah,
Like when clean ditches, that's what.
Yeah, yep.
Clean them, dump on the edge
yeah.
of your field and spread it out.
I
mean,
guess
it's
we'll-
just a thought.
No, that, I will, I guess, mention that to, Shane and see if we can get,
Well, it's
just either side of
Yeah.
the road with, if they, okay.
Usually landowners don't have any problem with that.
Yeah, as long as it's not just clay work.
It's their dirt anyway.
Yeah.
Oh. If you ask them.
Oh,
Pretty good dirt.
yeah, there you go.
Right, Tom?
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes.
Turnabouts, so there's rumors, and we've mentioned it once or twice in here over the last couple of years about turnabouts. Where are do you have
Roundabouts?
information on them?
Roundabouts.
Whatever,
Yeah,
roundabouts,
yeah,
roundabouts.
Yeah, yep.
Do you know anything about them? When, where, how many, anything at all?
Is that one going out there by Karen's house?
That's already out there. It's already run there.
Yeah.
It's
She's,
an
I think she's
amazing
talking about,
thing.
she's on Highway 30 and 63.
From what I've heard, that they're gonna do something on there with the old business 30 and Highway 30.
They're gonna put a
60.
roundabout there.
Yeah.
There's-
From what I've
There's
from
not
what I've
really.
heard, I don't know.
But that's all state controlled stuff.
Right, but
Yeah.
I'm just asking what you're hearing for rumors, cause you will hear that stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of, I guess, what I've heard on
Do you know
that.
when, timeframe?
I was confused when I saw him pave through it, so I guess I don't know.
That's confusing for us too.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
I had a question. I know it's not a county highway, but has the state DOT given any notification of what they're doing like today with their construction pylons on 63? Because it looked
No.
like the road was done and now
I
there's,
think
I think
when
they're
I
good.
looked at it, the only thing I could see they had those up there was, there's all those, water mains or different, that they need to adjust.
Yeah, I heard their manholes, they
Or-
pavement paved over them, now they gotta dig it up so they can redo the manholes.
Yeah.
That's what they're
That's what it's for.
I know that,
They've
yeah,
already done
that,
it in Tama.
we've done that, a few times
Yeah.
where, and then we GPS them, so then we can know where they're
Yeah.
at, so then,
It's easier to just pave it and then
Yeah.
go back and fix it.
but they
Yeah,
also have
but
all
it's
those, little, water mains too,
Yeah.
that,
Mm.
you have those little dips
Yeah.
too, so, yeah, you probably work and fix, so.
Has there been any talk about putting signs up on our roads by V18 and 30?
I guess,
Something with a flashing yellow light on it
I
or
guess I've
something?
heard about it, but I
Well, I mean,
guess
it's, who did we talked to you about that last week? Who did we talk to?
Yeah.
Tim.
Oh, Tim was in
Yeah,
here.
Tim had said.
I've
you guys
talked to
were-
them, and they said they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, no, I'm talking on our road, our V18.
Oh, the 18.
You're talking about coming south?
South and, I mean, both ways.
Okay.
I know, we were talking last week and a lot of it's turning north. A lot of the problem is on 30, but
Yeah.
if we can do something on V18 and maybe help save a life or something like that, it doesn't have to be huge like what needs to be on 30, but it'd be nice if we did something. It's not a high dollar thing, I don't think. I mean, if you and Tim can get together and Garrison or whatever, there's electricity, I would think you could get ran to a light, right, or get a solar one, or.
We need to, speaking of lights on that intersection, I've been in contact with TAP to get, lights in that intersection, cause I know there's one on that northeast side, and then with them taking out, the DOT took out the kinda old 30 there on the south side. We're gonna move the pole to that southwest corner, but with all that, the electrical line was cut, so then, anyway, have to hook it all back up and get that. So that, hopefully that'll help a little bit with kind of, letting people know, and, that's kind of a destination light, is kind of the,
Right.
I guess, terminology of, especially, I think, Doug, out of the Chelsea shed, he was talking about, it'd be nice to have those when it's winter time and stuff like that with snow.
Snow.
It's nice to have those, cause then you know when to stop, can kind of see it off in the distance, so.
Okay.
That's really too bad the state won't do that.
Yeah.
Cause that's where it needs to be. This might help, this is better than nothing certainly, but, the state should step up and do that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well, could you guys as the supervisors write a letter to them? I mean,
We
sometimes
kinda
things
won't do
change.
good.
Well, but if you get enough pressure, things change sometimes, and the citizens, I mean, I'll never go down that section of road, but I don't think it would hurt to, it might not do any good, but I don't know that it would hurt, if it's a hazard. I think if you guys would draft a letter and send it,
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're on file, if
We could
something
have
happens, they
something,
can't
yeah.
blame you.
It's really nice.
Well, they can't blame us anyway. 'cause
Well, I
it's
know,
state road.
But if we just sit there and do nothing,
Yeah.
I just think it's something to consider.
We don't have to type it up, we got Karen or Laura do it for us,
A very strong worded letter.
if
And you
I
said,
do
you
it.
said it was a bad
It is.
intersection, I
Yeah,
mean,
it
you got,
is.
You could have the sheriff's department back you up.
absolutely.
You said last week too, the most was getting off and on.
It
Right.
is, it's the eastbound getting off to cut across, but I've even asked Rusty at the DOT, there's not even a turn lane for southbound V18. And he goes, don't even get me started. So they know that, when they redid V18, I don't know why they didn't make a turn.
Right.
Yeah,
There.
I don't either.
I guess
It's not that hard to do.
Yeah,
Really poorly
absolutely.
designed.
Is that something where,
And you were right, well, I try to teach my kids too, to look ahead, first and
Right.
foremost. As I'm doing that, I'll look ahead before I even get to my turning lane. But people don't do that.
but most.
But that A post is in your way.
Most intersections, you see that, cars are going there, they're looking for that turn lane, cars will ride people's butts,
Mhm.
expecting you to get over in that turn lane,
Yeah.
and when there's nothing there,
Yeah.
then they're swerving, you wait this winter, it's gonna be It'd be an interesting
It's just
intersection.
a
lot of
matter of
calls.
time before somebody gets killed. right?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't cost us much, who knows? It would save a
That
life.
and the sheriff's department together, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
It's
both
not a bad-
together.
not a bad
I
idea.
brought it up, DOT, that it's someone other than them.
Did you bring it up in uniform as an officer?
Oh, he knows who I am, yeah.
Okay.
Did you have the gun?
He's
Yeah,
not-
really, thank you.
I'd like to talk to you about this. So, okay, thank you, Ben?
Thanks.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Ben.
Ben.
Tammy?
Hey, I have the Employee Assistance Program, request to sign off on. It went from $1.70 per employee to $1.50 per employee per month. That's part of our health plan and the EAP program. So, I
It
just
went
need,
from what?
170 to 150 apiece,
Oh, it
$1.50
went
apiece.
down?
Yeah, went down 20 cents, so.
Do we need a motion and stuff for this, or is it just a sign?
Probably do.
I think you do,
Yeah. I
Okay.
think you
because it's part of my health plan.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the EAP agreement?
I'll make that motion.
I will second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the EAP agreement. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Don't go sign this. Bill?
Tama County. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Tammy.
Okay, anything else, Tammy?
No, thank you.
Okay. We have approved weed commissioners report and certification form.
So I think Tavius came in and talked to you about that earlier.
Yes.
And
Now
I've
we have-
given you copies of them, so
We had
it's,
it last week,
yeah.
yes. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so,
So it's 2 items, but you can approve them with one motion or one, it's up to you guys.
okay. You okay with just one motion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'll make a motion to approve the weed commissioner's report and certification form.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the weed commissioners report and certification form. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Another for your sign, Bill. How many, do you need 2 copies of that?
Yeah, probably one for you guys and one for Tavius. I've got an extra copy over here, I can have you
Okay.
sign afterwards.
Well, okay. I'll sign that after the meeting.
Okay.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve Kurt Kelly to the Board of Adjustment?
I'll make a motion to reappoint Kurt Kelly to the Board of Adjustment.
A second?
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve Kurt Kelly to the Board of Adjustment. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. So we got okay. Oh, we have a Lana Bennett.
Yeah, let me see if Amanda was gonna come down.
I'm assuming she's not.
Lana, I don't think so.
Okay. You know.
Lana passed away.
Oh,
Hi, did you wanna come down and visit about the tax suspension, or? Okay, yep, I'll just explain what I know then, okay? Bye-bye. She's tied up right now, but every year through DHS, you guys approve tax suspensions recommended by DHS by income that their clients are getting. Lana Bennett has been one for several years who's qualified for that exemption, or suspension, I should say. So what it does is it suspends their taxes every year, and then when they either sell a home or pass away, then those taxes become due. So that you can recoup those. And Lana Bennett has passed away. She had a Montour, I believe. So Amanda, the treasurer, became aware of that, so that's why she put this on the agenda for you guys, to approve dropping that suspension through DHS, so that she can collect the taxes on it if it gets sold or,
Sure.
okay?
No, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay, can we have a motion to approve the removal?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been, moved and seconded to remove the suspension of taxes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, and that is,
Yeah, that should be it. Anybody have anything else?
Yeah, let's get, Nancy used up, can we talk about her getting appointed next week? We've gotten, I know you've had some reservations about her being on TCAP, but, from what I hear, Kurt Kelly's not really in the middle. And the lady down south in Mount Auburn, or Mount Montour, she has a lease to get windmills. So I don't see any reason why Nancy can't be on there. You're never gonna find somebody right in the middle. And we've been putting this off. Nancy's the only app basically we have, so there's no need to, fair is fair. So I wouldn't talk about it put it on the agenda for next week and
I'd like to open it back up and see if we can get some more folks.
why.
Well, she's very biased, you can see it.
The lady Montour has a lease,
What lady?
the one we just appointed
The lady we just appointed.
To zoning.
to zoning.
Oh,
And from everybody I've talked to recently, Kurt Kelly's not in the middle either. You're not gonna find anybody in the middle. And just because Nancy, seems to me like a nice lady, she's not a rebel, or not a rebel, but overboard, or, you know what I mean? Why prolong this again? I mean, we've been doing it for months
they
and
can,
months.
they can act with 4 people.
I don't see-
I'd like to get somebody that I feel could look at both sides. I'm not
And
so-
Kurt Kelly is one of those guys?
Yeah.
That would be good, yeah.
So I believe Nancy can do it.
Well, that's your opinion.
Bill? I mean, I didn't know Kurt Kelly from Adam, but I did talk to a lot of people, and he's not in the middle by any stretch of imagination.
when was the last time we had that open?
June.
For,
Yeah.
in June?
Yeah, we can put it back on the
And we-
website.
And we go and put somebody that has a lease for windmill on the zoning. So what is Nancy Yuska? I mean, I don't know if she's even a member of TCAP, but she comes and voices her opinion. I mean, I don't get why you can do it for one person on your side, and we can't get somebody that's against them. You know what I mean? I mean, Nancy doesn't come across to me like, she just got a rebel in my mind, but.
Bias,
Well, she-
bias is a good word.
She worked at UNI and she worked in grants department, and I tell you, there's nobody that worked harder than her. They hated it when she retired. She is, she is right down the middle with things, and she will do it right. She'll read through every last thing. Even when she talks here, it's like I just ramble, and she knows what she's doing, and she is no rebel, just so far from being a rebel.
I mean, it is to the point where when Bill follows you guys, you guys get what you want, but what's right is right. I mean, just because Nancy has her opinion on something, you're gonna reopen it? We don't need to, we have an appointment, we have one.
You got one person, you don't have a choice.
We just had it open. We just had people that wanted to do it, had it open, and she's one of the only ones that applied. So why doesn't she get it? She has no criminal record, she
doesn't even.
only reason you don't want her is because she is anti-windmill. Which, on the other hand, we appoint somebody in zoning that has a lease for a windmill. I don't get the justification.
Balance.
I honestly don't. I don't know who else is. I know Doug Dvorak, and he might be the only other one on there, but let's get the damn position filled like it should be and be done with it.
I'd like to have a choice.
So what happens when you open it up again and you guys can't find somebody to run? I mean, that's exactly what you guys want, that's what you wanna do.
Nancy also fills your gender balance requirement for that as well, so you do need to find another female to fill that. So it's not just opening it up for everybody, you're opening it up to find another female to apply.
I don't get it.
What's your opinion, Kurt? You're more.
Okay, you don't know my opinion, so Bill needs to speak up. People know my opinion and they know what happens here, so, yeah.
You
It's
guys
just
have already
not right.
interviewed
But it's not
Nancy,
the first
right?
thing you guys, that's not right.
Talk to her.
Yeah, she's been
We did interview her, yes. Laura and I did. She's knowledgeable. I don't know.
But the point is,
You know, he's only asking for it to be on the agenda for next week, so that
to
gives you a
approve her,
little week
but
to think about it,
I just don't understand.
hash it.
You can't, it's a democracy. I mean, you're supposed to have views on both sides. You just can't exile somebody because they disagree with you. And that's exactly what you're doing.
I don't think we've done that in the past at all.
You're doing it right now. I'm not talking about the past.
Doug DeVore kind of showed a biased side, but I think Doug would, I think he'd look at both sides.
You don't think Nancy would?
You know, Kurt, all I see is her in here.
She's only been in there a handful of times.
Oh, she's been a lot more than a handful of times.
You know, that's just, so why, how did this woman get in Montego get put on zoning when she had a lease? And don't tell me you guys didn't know.
I did not know she had a lease.
You didn't ask if she had any kind of bias?
I never interviewed her. I had no idea who she was. I trusted you two.
I didn't.
That's that your lady that lives up north up here.
You knew she had a lease.
I don't think I did.
I think you did, but
Now, Kurt, you can't tell me what I know, I don't.
you lied before.
I think you guys,
Yeah.
I think you guys said in the previous
No.
meeting that you knew she
You
had
got,
one.
when we were talking
No,
about
I did not
when
know
we
she
talked
had
about
a
the app thing, when that guy applied after the deadline. You didn't tell me that, the right date on that. When I said something, brought it up, and they all come and glued on you that day, I felt bad. I mean, I felt bad for you. I mean, but I was misinformed on that deal. You don't recall.
You know, there's so many things that happens here, and there's so many times.
Well, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not, because you're
I'm not
not.
allowed to say, I'm not beyond making a mistake.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll call it a mistake then.
I'm even more concerned that because we come here, we're bad.
Yeah.
I am really concerned about that. I mean, what do we do, just stay home and, that's just ridiculous. We don't have it, we wouldn't be here if you broadcast, or if you, whatever you do, I'm not tech savvy, so I could see it at home, then we wouldn't be here bugging you. But we don't have a choice, so I'm here and I'm bad. I mean, that's what I get, that's what I'm seeing.
We just want to be involved and we want to know what's going
But we
on.
care about this county.
Yeah.
And my grandkids, I mean, I care about what's gonna happen down the road and good grief, that is really bad. We're here and so you don't want nobody that's here.
Richard.
I just wanna voice my opinion. You guys open it up for applications, you only got one. And, to reopen it, you have to be able to prove that Nancy's not fit to fill the position. Yes, she may lean one way, but I've seen you guys appoint people that lean the other way. So if you're gonna open it up again, you have to tell me why she's not fit for the position. She's a female. She's as honest and good a person as possible. And in my opinion, you should put her on. That's just my opinion, so.
Okay. Laura, can I ask you in our interview, what was your opinion of Nancy?
Of Nancy?
Yes.
I thought she was very, very intelligent, very on top of it, very informed. seemed very patient, knowledgeable. I don't remember her really, saying I want turbines or I don't want turbines, just that she would listen, so. Yeah, I thought she did well.
I was just gonna add that since Jim has been sick, she hasn't been here much for this whole year.
That's other Nancy,
Huh?
other Nancy. Nancy Smith and Nancy Yuska.
Oh, okay, sorry about that, okay, thank you, thanks for clarifying that.
She's a nice lady too.
Yeah, we did interview her too, for a different position, so.
Okay, yes, no, no.
Yeah, we did.
Put it on the agenda.
Okay, alright. Alright, anybody else have anything else to discuss? Okay, I'll adjourn you at 10:01.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Jim.
What?
So what you got there, kiddo?
Nothing, I got bills for Laura and,
I have.
You do?
So this is yours.
Oh.
So that's the same as
Tomorrow.
election.
Not prepared to say, but for prayer for sure, 'cause they have, maybe a little bit, they have just the mayor, yeah, the chair has a bond issue on their ballot, so.
Find reason you don't have to.
Karen?
Who's we? Who is we?
Richard
Us
said.
three, not you.
Yes, exactly.
So why are you telling us what we can do or don't have
I'm
to do?
not, I'm
Yeah,
saying
you just
it's
wrote, we
not
don't
the
have to
law,
do that.
it's not the law, it is not the law.
He didn't say it was a law, he just
Oh.
said you do
The
something.
other one is,
Been a good job so far,
You-
but as far as.
You hire people because you like them, and you think they're gonna do a great job, but you all need to come together,
What?
not fight over it.
Well,